Welcome. Today we're diving into Cambium Networks Corporation, ticker CMBM, which has recently caught the attention of traders and investors alike. The stock closed at $1.89, showing remarkable bullish momentum. But what's really driving this surge? In this video, we'll break down the technical indicators, volume patterns, moving averages, and key price levels to help you understand whether this uptrend is sustainable or if caution is warranted. Let's start by exploring the overall market sentiment and trend direction for CMBM. CMBM is currently exhibiting a strong upward trend, confirmed by several technical indicators. The average directional index, or ADX, stands at 27.09, which signals a moderate but strengthening trend. The directional movement index shows plus DI at 68.12, far outpacing the minus DI at 8.91, highlighting a clear upward bias. The Arun-Up indicator is at a perfect 100, suggesting the uptrend is powerful and persistent. These signals collectively point to robust bullish momentum, but it's important to look deeper to see if this strength can last. While the trend is strong, momentum indicators are flashing some caution signs. The Commodity Channel Index, or CCI, is at a lofty 513.12, which is deep into overbought territory. This reinforces the current bullish momentum but also suggests the stock may be due for a pause or pullback. The Trend Quality Index at 371.61 further validates the robustness of the uptrend, but traders should be aware that such high readings often precede a period of consolidation or correction. One of the most striking features of CMBM's recent trading is the extraordinary volume. The volume ratio is at 19.75, the volume growth rate is a staggering 5,754.88, and relative volume stands at 48.29. This means trading activity is nearly 48 times higher than average, a sign of significant institutional involvement. However, such spikes in volume can sometimes signal the climax of a move, so it's crucial to consider whether this activity is sustainable. Despite the strong price action, CMBM is currently trading below its volume-weighted average price, VWAP, of 3.58, with a significant difference of minus 47.25%. This suggests that although the price has surged, it remains below the average price paid by traders during this period. This divergence can sometimes indicate underlying distribution, even as the headline price moves higher. Money Flow Index is at an extremely high 99.82, indicating overbought conditions. Meanwhile, the accumulation distribution line is deeply negative at minus 168,094,861.85, and the ADOSC is also negative at minus 28,249,472.58. These figures suggest that despite the price increase, there may be some underlying selling pressure or distribution happening. This is a key factor to watch as it could signal a potential reversal if selling intensifies. All moving averages for CMBM are currently positioned well below the current price of $1.89. The EMA5 is at 1.06, showing a sharp recent price increase, while the SMA 200 and EMA 200 are at 0.712 and 0.949 respectively. This alignment with shorter-term averages above longer-term ones confirms a healthy and strong uptrend. Such a setup is often seen in sustained bullish markets, but it also means the price is stretched far from its historical averages. Shorter-term moving averages, such as EMA5 and EMA20, are much closer to the current price, reflecting the recent surge. In contrast, the longer-term averages like SMA 200 and EMA 200 are significantly lower, highlighting just how far the price has moved in a short period. This gap can be a double-edged sword. It confirms strong momentum but also increases the risk of a sharp correction if sentiment shifts. Bollinger Bands are a popular tool for gauging volatility in overbought or oversold conditions. For CMBM, the price is well above the upper band at 1.35 with a BB position of 150.61. This is a clear sign that the stock is in overbought territory. While this can sometimes precede a pullback, it also reflects the strength of the current rally. MACD indicator is showing positive momentum for CMBM. The MACD value is 0.046, the MACD signal is minus 0.019, and the MACD histogram is 0.065. These readings suggest that the bullish momentum is still in play, supporting the ongoing uptrend. However, as with other indicators, it's important to watch for any signs of weakening momentum in the coming session. Relative Strength Index, RSI readings are all in overbought territory for CMBM. RSI 14 is at 82.06, and RSI 21 is at 77.11, both well above the typical overbought threshold of 70. The stock RSI-K is at a maximum 100, reinforcing the idea that the stock may be due for a breather. Overbought readings don't always mean an immediate reversal, but they do suggest caution is warranted. Interestingly, the stochastic indicators for CMBM are showing a mixed picture, with values in the 20-35 range. This suggests some underlying weakness or hesitation, even as other momentum indicators remain strong. It's a reminder that not all signals are aligned, and traders should consider the full context before making decisions. Momentum indicators like rate of change, ROC 14, at 119.92 and price acceleration at 1.21 show strong positive movement. Volatility is also elevated, with ATR 14 at 0.206 and true volatility at 10.89. High volatility can create both opportunity and risk, so it's important to be prepared for sharp moves in either direction. Trend indicators, including ADX at 27.09 and Arun-Up at 100, collectively confirm the strength of the current uptrend for CMBM. These readings suggest that the bullish momentum is not just a short-term spike, but part of a more sustained move. However, as always, it's wise to monitor for any changes in these indicators. Look at linear regression analysis, reveals a minimal positive slope of 0.0007 and an intercept at 0.78. However, the R-squared value is extremely low at 0.0052, meaning the model explains very little of the price variation. The current price of 1.89 is significantly above the predicted value of 0.82, with a deviation of 130.9%. This highlights just how exceptional the recent price action has been compared to historical trends. Substantial deviation between the current price and the linear regression prediction suggests that CMBM's recent move is an outlier. Such moves can attract momentum traders, but they also increase the risk of a sharp correction if the price reverts to the mean. It's a classic case of a stock moving much faster than its historical trend would suggest. Looking ahead, the technical indicators suggest that CMBM's next trading day could open around 1.9 to 1.95. The pivot point at 1.97 is a key reference level, and with the stock closing just below it, there may be upward pressure at the open. However, overbought conditions and the extraordinary volume spike mean that profit taking could also lead to a lower opening. Expect volatility as the market digests these signals. Pivot point at 1.97 serves as a crucial level for CMBM. The current price is 0.08 below this point, making it the first resistance to watch. If the stock breaks above, the next target is resistance at 2.37. On the downside, the first significant support is at 1.5, which is relatively far from the current price. These levels will likely guide intraday trading decision. EMBM is currently 0.56 below its 52-week high of 2.45, having reached about 74.76% of this high. This proximity to the yearly high can act as both a magnet for further gains and a potential ceiling if sellers step in. Traders often watch these levels closely for signs of either a breakout or a reversal. Given the recent volume spike, intraday movement for CMBM is likely to be volatile. The stock may test the pivot point at 1.97 as initial resistance. If it breaks above, the next target is 2.37. On the downside, support at 1.5 is key, but intermediate support may form around 1.7180 where recent consolidation has occurred. Expect sharp swings as traders react to these levels. Using the ATR14 value of 0.206, we can estimate a potential trading range for the next day. The high could reach around 2.1 while the low might be near 1.68. This range reflects the heightened volatility in CMBM right now. However, given the extraordinary volume and momentum, the actual range could be even wider if momentum continues or a reversal occurs. ATR value of 0.206 represents about 10.9% of the current price, which is quite high. This means traders should be prepared for significant price swings during the next session. High volatility can create both opportunities for quick gains and risks of sharp losses, so risk management is essential. A bullish scenario, if CMBM breaks above the pivot point at 1.97, it could continue its upward march toward resistance at 2.37 and possibly test the 52-week high at 2.45. The strong trend indicators and extraordinary volume support this possibility, suggesting continued institutional accumulation. This scenario would likely attract more momentum traders. On the flip side, overbought conditions could trigger a pullback toward the support level at 1.5, especially if negative accumulation distribution values reflect underlying selling pressure. A failure to break above the pivot point could accelerate this downward move, leading to a sharper correction as traders take profits. In a neutral scenario, CMBM might enter a consolidation phase around current price levels. The market could digest the recent sharp move, forming a base before deciding on the next direction. This would be a healthy development, allowing indicators to reset and providing a foundation for a potential future breakout. It's important to note that CMBM's technical indicators present a mixed picture. While trend indicators are strongly bullish, momentum oscillators are deep in overbought territory. This combination suggests that, while the uptrend is powerful, a pullback or consolidation phase might be necessary before the trend can continue sustainably. Traders should keep a close eye on the pivot point at 1.97, resistance at 2.37, and support at 1.5. These levels will likely play a pivotal role in determining the next move for CMBM. A break above resistance could signal further gains, while a drop below support might indicate a deeper correction. The extraordinary volume and price movement in CMBM indicate that this is a significant development for the stock. Such activity often precedes major trend changes or the start of a new phase. Whether this volume represents accumulation or distribution will be key in determining the stock's next direction. Given the high volatility and mixed signals, risk management is more important than ever. Traders should consider setting stop-loss orders and position sizes that reflect their risk tolerance. Staying disciplined can help navigate the sharp swings that are likely in the coming sessions. Summary: CMBM is in a strong uptrend, trading well above all moving averages and supported by robust trend indicators. However, overbought conditions and extraordinary volume suggest caution. Key levels like the pivot point at 1.97, resistance at 2.37, and support at 1.5 will be crucial in the next sessions. Whether the trend continues or a pullback occurs, staying alert and managing risk will be essential for anyone trading this stock. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for further updates on CMBM's journey.